Hi everyone. So I got a cancellation this morning. It was my first one of the day. So I thought I would bring you a little info on what's coming up this week. So the Women's Expo is this coming Saturday. If you guys recall last year, we did these are already washed too, so if anyone pre-thinks or anything. Anyway, so last year it was a super, super fun time. I got a double table this year because last year we were all around one and there was a lot of us there, so it was so the Women's Expo, for anyone watching, is like our little local event. I believe it's the radio station that puts it all on. I'm sure them combined with other people, but basically it's a community-wide event anyone can buy tickets to and come to, and it's all kinds of local businesses. I don't know if it's not like it has to be a woman-owned business by any means, but I think when they first got started, a lot of it was kind of maybe put forward to be like maybe women health or women friendly, you know what I mean? Like things that I don't know, just to kind of have an event for any business around town that, wanted to advertise and put forward towards, honestly, anything to do with women. I don't necessarily think it. When I first did it, gosh, that was like, maybe 10 years ago now. It was when I first got started. I kid you not. I did it 2 years in a row, and I didn't necessarily feel like I needed to do it ever again. And that's not, I can't say that for every business, but like I was going pretty steady after that. And I know I've talked about advertising before, but there's certain times where it was hard for me because in school, our teacher was really, really good about, we actually went to the farmer's market and she taught us how to advertise for ourselves if we had a business, and how to understand that there are good and bad advertisements when it comes to how to get your name out there to the public. And I think that's the same for anyone right now. The world is ever changing and turning, and social media was not what it was even when I was in college, so I'm even learning that as we speak, obviously, with doing videos like these. So I always liked doing I always liked doing events where I was at versus sending a probably should be putting sugar in here, but it's not strawberries and cream without sugar, right? Anyway, like I was saying, I legitimately, I don't want to word vomit this. I just feel like I got a really good representation of myself out there at this event, so it's definitely one of the ones that I wanted to start going to all the time for the girls. And I knew that I had hopes that they would grow within this as well. And yeah, so Women's Expo this Saturday. I changed it up. I got 2 tables this year. I got electric this year. At least I hope I did. I'm excited for that to be. Let's see if I can get this prop here. Maybe. No. Maybe. Don't bump the table. I am excited for the electric because we have a backup like head spa now, and so I'm really looking forward to trying to bring that with us. And if we plug it up, we can get the halo to run, and the lights and everything, and so people can kind of associate, because sometimes even to this day, like, people will come into the shop and they'll be like, well, what's that head spa? And we have to try to be like, have you seen those pictures of like the Japanese head spas online and stuff like that? So I thought if I could get that and have that there and that running, then people would be like, oh, that's what they have over there now. That's amazing. So that's my hope, is that I can get that set up this year. So, ooh, tart strawberry. Okay, so the funny thing is that I got the extra space, and Mandy's already told me that she can't come. So I'm trying, and I'm hoping one of her daughters will come and set up for her. If not, then I still want her to like bring me a tote, and I can put her things up on one of the tables and everything. Yes, so that's fun. It's always a little bit of, I wouldn't say a hassle. I would just say like it's always like a different type of a day to do an expo and things like that. So I'm excited, but yet, like, I don't know. In my life, me and Scott are trying to finish on doing some things at our old house to get it sold. So I'm trying to. We got all that done yesterday. I am so sore today. We finished up over there yesterday, so I feel really, really good, but it's a lot of, as much as massaging is so demanding and so like full body, I mean legs, arms, as far as like feel like you're constantly working out all day, doing extensive of something else, using all those muscle groups just in a different way, just like anybody else, it's exhausting. And yeah, so I'm just kind of today's Sunday, so I'm trying to, I have Tuesday and Wednesday off to prep. The nice thing is, sorry, this is just a ramble video today, but the nice thing is that I have some extra storage, where now I feel like I've got like 2 totes that are just like my advertising. I really think if people like to organize stuff like that, like having all of that together in 2 totes, it's the breakdown, it's the clips, it's to hang the signs up, it's the bungee cords, it's tape, it's basically most of the things that I feel like I've ever really needed, other than like I still will. I used to just have these like water jugs to anchor down, you know, like the tent and the canopy and that type of stuff. But since it's inside, you don't need a canopy this time, so I didn't have to fill any water jugs up. But other than that, it's like I have this little area in the storage place that I have, like, it's just all there. The canopy. I usually have 4 chairs. I've got. And that's like the easy part too. Like, I guess if I'm trying to tell people like to go out and do these little events and stuff like that for your business, 2 chairs, a table, canopy. I mean, yes, the investment into that is probably $200 for like a plastic, what is this, like a 4, no, say, what, this is 2 feet? I'm really bad at measurements. I would say like a standard table, a standard plastic table. Oh, and get black. If you have the opportunity, get black, because you're going to scuff it. You're going to scuff it. The white, I mean, you just need a tablecloth to cover it up, and that's fine. I mean, it just is what it is, and most places will give you tablecloths. But if you can get a darker color, get a darker color, because you're going to stain it with a drink or something like that. But my one is white. We have a tablecloth for it. But usually at Walmart, I want to say like a white one with 4 chairs runs about, well, I think I got mine for like $100, 120, and the canopies $100 for like a standard 10 by 10. And that's normally, I wouldn't go bigger for your canopies, because most places, fairs, events, like we also have a canopy in our local farmers market, and they usually break down 10 by 10 plots. Oops. So I wouldn't go bigger than that. I would just get your standard 10 by 10 canopy, standard 6-foot table with 4 chairs. I, being by myself, I only needed 2 at the very beginning, because I wanted one for me, one for the next person, one for if I wanted to have a friend or something to come over, or for Scott or anything like that. But my friend Cherith, she used to come with me all the time, or at least stop in and sit with me for, you know, half hour or something like that. So that was always nice. But the other thing that I did was, everyone loves something free, right? So I always brought a chair for chair massage, and that was what I was kind of referring to a little bit ago about it being a little tough. Like, those events are really, really hard on at least my hands. Basically, I would definitely need the day off the next day if I was doing an event, because I would usually get, it's basically carpet burn on your hands, because you can't have people undress at an event like that. So you're massaging through fabric, through people's shirts. Most of the time, if people really were enjoying it and didn't care, I could go under their collar and I could just do a little lotion, and then I would just sanitize my hands in between. Okay, sorry. For what I was saying is, for the most part, I was getting burns on, I mean, like, it's just like, it's carpet burns. I mean, you're just constantly frictioning against fabric. So yeah, it sucked, and I'm glad I don't have to do it anymore. And it's not because I don't want to give it to people and give them a free little 5-minute massage. It's simply the fact that it's actually more intense than a normal day of work for me. So yes, I don't do it as often anymore. I still try. If people get a hold of me for like Teacher Appreciation Week or certain things like that, then I will go out and do little events. Those are normally paid for now by PTO. If someone wants me to come out, or maybe Taylor to come out and do an event at a school, I love doing them, so I have no problem doing them. But as far as like the expo anymore, like with it, I just have a hard time with it, so I try not to do those myself. But head spa, trying to get videos together. I'll be doing that probably Tuesday or Wednesday, because I do have those off, and this week, so I'll probably be trying to patch that together again for like a little slideshow. We've got our Johnny Signs did an amazing sign, like a local banner for you. Another good investment, but you don't have to right away. I mean, just people are going to come up to your booth at those types of things, so don't feel like you have to go all out. But yeah, just be yourself. Just have your cards and be in an appointment book, because I always just give a special half the time. If you book now, then I will give you a discount if you book that day towards your massage. That really got a lot of people interested in coming to see me. But it was so much better at retaining those clients than giving them something free, because if they felt what I did, if I put forward my goods in a sense to them, I could win them over. So at the end of the day, put yourself out there, go to these events, go to these free things, go to the little marathons, things like that, wherever you can put a tent up. Like, obviously you can go to your community and find different little events as well, and ask the public, ask the people who, if you're especially new opening, ask the people who are your clients, like, hey, is there anywhere that you go that has like events, even like our local like yard sales or whatever. Instead of it being like, okay, put out a yard sale, put out your business, you know what I mean? Like, why not show off what, you know, you're providing the community, or that type of thing too. So anyway, put yourself out there, don't be afraid. Meeting people is probably the best one-on-one than hoping that they see a sign, or you know what I mean, like on the road or anything like that, and then just being like, oh, maybe I'll pop in there. Most of the time people don't want to go out of their norm, unless they really need it, or finally have the full time to do it. So if you put it in their way, then maybe they're more apt to, you know what I mean, go to these things where it's just a part of it. And a lot of those things were free advertisement opportunities for me. Like, some of the local events, it's not, if it goes past your house, if you live in town, you know what I mean, they can't limit you putting things out in your yard or that type of stuff. So yeah, it's just kind of fun to kind of think outside the box on ways to advertise and not like put too much of your money at the very beginning into it. So yeah, anyway, if you are local and you're watching this, come see us Saturday. It's from 10 to 2 at the local Boys and Girls Club for the Women's Expo in Bedford, Indiana. And if you aren't, then maybe hopefully this will be useful for you to see and just learn from the, you know, someone else that, hey, go check out and see if you guys have any local thing like that too, and understand that that is probably going to be your best return on investment than newspaper, you know, just radio segments by itself, just you know, big signs, things like that. Like, put in the work, take the time out of your shop. And that sounds like it's like, oh well, I'm losing money because I'm leaving my shop. The return on investment on an expo, on a tent, a canopy, to me has always been 100 times over. Like, so much better. You know, the 4 hours, technically an hour setting up, hour breaking down, so it's a 6-hour day, I guarantee you I will get at least 12 clients. If it doesn't double your investment, I would be very surprised, because I guarantee I will get 12 people from this Women's Expo at the minimum that will come and see us at least one time. And if it's not just one time, it might be someone who ends up putting this in as a maintenance to help them with their health, to help them with their beauty expectations, and just skincare, physical, you know, it doesn't matter. That's what we want to do here, is all these options. But we need to, because my sign does say Meg's Massage, I've ran into that too. A lot of people don't realize we do all the other things in here, and that's hard for me, because that was my, you know, choice in making that sign, and hoping people understand that my business just got bigger, and then within it, it's the self-care center underneath me as an umbrella. But even I find I've lagged in my big sign, you know what I mean? That was a choice I made, but I can't change that now. It's not very feasible to change that. So even that in itself is good advertisement, but also bad advertisement. So go do some of the things you know that will get you out there, get people to see you. Okay, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna enjoy my strawberries and cream and try to get ready for my next client. Bye.